Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Ask Dr. Bob, and today a lot of questions. We love all the questions that you're sending our way. I said last week we'll talk about thinning hair as a bonus. Here's what I've learned about thinning hair. Oftentimes it could be due to lack of thyroid function. So if your hair is thinning, have your healthcare provider do a TSH, a T3, and a T4. If your T3 is low, which is very common, you need to support that. I also would suggest that you take some oils. Essential fatty acids are also very, very important. So thinning hair, from our experience, can be compromised by trans fat or partially hydrogenated oils and not enough minerals. So you want oil in your body. You want to make sure your thyroid gland is functioning optimally. Had a very intense questions in reference to vitamin K2 and vitamin D. So I asked my friends at Biotics Research Corporation, is K2 needed for vitamin D? And they just suggested that the Biotics Research Corporation likes to have a blend of the K1 and K2 not to cause an imbalance. I want you to know, all of those that you've been watching me, and I do thank you for that once again, that vitamin A, D, E, and K are fat-soluble vitamins. I personally use vitamin D Emulsion Forte from Biotics, 2 drops on my tongue, which gives me 4,000 units a day. So if you make sure that if a product has just K2 in it, you may want to question that product. I'll leave it with that. And I did do quite a bit of research, and I don't want to say anything that's not exactly true. What do you recommend daily for women? Also, what do you think of DIM for reducing estrogen? DIM is a product or an item called diindol methane. It's a product that is created to help lower estrogen in people's body. We encourage broccoli, cabbage, and cauliflower, which are the green foods. We also know you can lower estrogen in a woman's body by supporting liver function. Oftentimes they need B vitamins. I don't really want to suggest any particular multiple vitamins because there are so many. A lot of controversy about different kinds of multiple vitamins. I don't think that the vitamins you're going to buy maybe at a conventional big box or drugstore with everything from soup to nuts in them, and specifically for older individuals, is probably smart. I take a group of different products including adrenal support, liver support, iodine, so I'm supporting my whole body but not with just one vitamin. Dr. Bob, I have a question regarding my daughter. She's having a hard time to conceive. She was put on birth control. I see your article on iodine. Can you help me help her? Well, I have had multiple ladies have a challenge getting pregnant, and we also once again follow up with a TSH, a T3, and a T4. If you do any research at all on PCOS, it needs to be served with iodine. I encourage at least 12 milligrams of iodine daily. So if you're having challenges getting pregnant, go to YouTube, type in Dr. Bob DeMaria Infertility, and the young lady that was on there, her name is Michelle. Her baby's almost 2 years old right now because we did a video with her. She could not convert T4 to T3 because of stress. Iodine is a great way to go. Dr. Bob, insects love me in the summertime. My father-in-law says they don't bother him because he eats lots of asparagus, which may be true, but B vitamins, traditionally thiamine, which is vitamin B1, get a multiple B vitamin and make sure that it has some thiamine in it. Here's another great question. What do you know about okra soaked in water and drinking it every day, lowering blood sugar? I think in theory it could possibly happen. I'd much rather have you eat non-starchy green vegetables, eat more protein, no refined grains. I would even stay away from sweet fruits. They could compromise function. Are Swanson vitamins natural or are they synthetic? Well, that's also a great question, and I was listening to a CD recently from Biotics Research Corporation, and the gentleman that was speaking said that their B complex is synthetic, and I'm going to tell you from my own experience, there's not too probably many companies today that might not have some form of a synthetic iodine, especially in their high potency product. So I did do some research with the Swanson. I've not received a word from them yet exactly what products are synthetic, but usually higher potency nutrients tend to be synthetic, the way nature's are lower in milligrams. Is B Vital the product of chiropractic research, or is there a better B Vital product somewhere else? Well, obviously there's probably lots of products out there. I personally use B Vital. It has Maca root in it. I use it for a lot of our male patients. We've had great results with the product. It definitely will help improve testosterone in a man. I'm looking for a great energy supplement. Well, energy is more than just taking a supplement. How much sleep are you getting? You can't just expect to live a life of reckless abandon and getting to bed after midnight and taking a pill that's going to make you real strong. So, you know, let food be your medicine and medicine be your food. I've mentioned that before on an Ask Dr. Bob. Energy will come by fueling the system with proper fuel, plenty of sleep, and drink your water. What can I do to eliminate water retention in my ankles and feet? Well, possibly water retention can be caused by a lot of reasons, including poor heart function, because you may have an obesity issue, or your kidneys may be stressed. And I want you to know that your kidneys, how we look at it, are actually your second liver. So if your liver's not functioning optimally, your kidney's going to have an issue dealing with all the extra toxins and fluids, and it could build up. So I just thought that was a pretty interesting question. Dr. Bob, what do I do for my husband? He has burning feet. What we have helped in our practice with burning feet are B as in Bravo vitamins. B vitamins help the liver improve fat metabolism in your liver and in your body, so you don't have as much burning feet. What I want to talk about next week, because we've had so many questions about it in this month of July, Know Your Numbers, is I want to just briefly give you a verbal conversation about vitamin D. Vitamin D is so important. I could talk to you about it for hours. I really appreciate all of your questions. I pray that we're making a difference in each and every one of your lives. Please pass this information on. Look forward to seeing you next week.